ahead and get Shedeur Sanders, okay? Because, and I'm talking to the Dolphin coach, head, whoever's over the Dolphins, okay? Whoever make those decisions. Tour, whatever his name is, because yes, I watched the Dolphin game today. Okay, and I normally don't watch football, but I sat down, I was being a good whatever, and watched the Dolphin game, and I'm sitting here like, why we don't just get Shedeur? Help me out. I don't know football like that, but what I'm looking at Tor Tanger to our quarterback, okay?
Open cut. Miami has crowned its new obsession, Shedeur Sanders, the miracle cure, the magic potion, the quarterback who, in the minds of Dolphins fans, will erase decades of football heartbreak in one gulp. Meanwhile, poor Tua could toss 5 touchdowns tomorrow and still get the side eye, like a partner fans have already ghosted in their heads. It's not that Tua is bad, it's that he's not Shedeur. And right now, that's the entire argument. The fan base has locked on to Sanders with tunnel vision so intense you'd think he was handing out lifetime VIP wristbands to every South Beach nightclub. Even whispers inside the locker room have shifted. You can practically picture Dolphins players scrolling through their phones, spotting endless memes of Shedeur in teal and orange, thinking, seriously? We're not even done with this season yet. It's like your office announcing your replacement while you're still at your desk. Coffee in hand, pretending the Wi-Fi is working. And this is Miami we're talking about. Fans don't do balanced. They're permanently stuck in turbo mode. One week it's Tua is our forever guy. The next, it's dump him. Get Shedeur here yesterday, no middle ground. It's either confetti parades down Biscayne Boulevard or dumpster fires in the parking lot. Nothing in between. The media? Oh, they're feasting on this chaos like free Costco samples on a Saturday afternoon.
Actually now be traded by the Browns.
Like, my job here isn't to prove people wrong. Like, I prove myself right.
With the sudden retirement of Derek Carr, it certainly looks that way. The Browns have too many quarterbacks on their roster. The Saints, not enough. And the Saints quarterback room looks like a boy band. Plenty of experts during the draft said the Saints should have taken Shedeur.
The Saints would be insane not to draft. I'm serious.
And while some Saints fans are mad that they didn't, they made
every whisper about Shedeur's potential gets treated like prophecy. Every college highlight is dissected frame by frame like the Zapruder film. Proof, they say, that he's already better than half the quarterbacks in the NFL. The hype train has gone nuclear. Dolphins fans might secretly be running the entire internet just to keep the Sanders obsession alive. But here's the wild part. Shedeur hasn't even set foot on NFL turf. He's still in the theoretical stage, the promise phase, the shiny, unopened gift box. Miami doesn't care. Parade routes are already planned, headlines drafted, championship rings imagined, because this isn't about reality. It's about hope. And in Miami, hope is oxygen. The dream always outshines the present. If Dolphins football were a reality show, this is the cliffhanger episode. The current star has lost the crowd, and the producers are teasing the grand entrance of the new heartthrob. Fans are basically camped outside chanting Shedeur's name like he's a pop star about to drop a surprise album, while poor Tua is still on stage fumbling his lines to an audience already reaching for the remote. And you almost have to pity the Dolphins front office.
Oh, look, I'm sick and tired of seeing how the Cleveland Browns and the NFL is treating Shedeur Sanders. This right here got me hotter than fish grease. This got me hotter than Texas on an August noon when it's 111 degrees. This right here is bull dookie. I'm trying not to curse. I'm trying to stay kid friendly. But this is crazy. Bro not even running practice squad. They say he not even practicing. He just there.
Imagine realizing your own fan base is plotting a quarterback coup without even inviting you to the meeting. It's like throwing a wedding, only to watch the guests openly root for the bride to marry someone else. No matter what moves they make, nothing will satisfy this crowd unless Shedeur magically teleports into Hard Rock Stadium already dressed in teal and orange. And the desperation, it's almost poetic. This is still a franchise chasing the ghost of Marino, starving for relevance, begging for the next savior. Shedeur has become their projection of everything they've lacked. A strong arm, flashy swagger, big-name energy, endless promise. None of that guarantees NFL success. But when has logic ever stopped Miami fans from diving headfirst into the shallow pool of wild optimism? What started as whispers has exploded into full-blown mania. And fans don't just want Shedeur, they want him now. As far as they're concerned, the Tua era is over, whether the franchise admits it or not. Because this isn't about football anymore. This is about identity. Miami has already etched Shedeur's name into the sand, praying the tide doesn't wash it away before reality crashes in.
This is the Browns. This is the most hype they've ever had. Like, it's the Browns.
Exactly.
So, he got drafted to the wrong team. That Sanders name, I'm telling you right now, there's only one person that understands business, and he will trade his quarterback.
And when reality does show up, it'll be messier than the fantasy they've built. Because at this point, Shedeur isn't even a quarterback to them. He's a legend, a myth, a South Beach revolution. Fans talk like he's a superhero rising out of Biscayne Bay, dripping in teal and orange armor, ready to save the city from playoff collapses and concussion debates. In their heads, he's not just going to throw touchdown passes. He's going to part the Atlantic Ocean itself, lead the team across on dry land, and deliver Miami into the Super Bowl promised land. Meanwhile, Tua could walk into Hard Rock tomorrow, light it up with 6 touchdowns, and the crowd would still mutter, "Cool." But when's Shedeur showing up? The obsession has turned brutal. Tua is the forgotten side dish at Thanksgiving dinner. Nobody's reaching for it. Nobody even acknowledges it's there. All anyone cares about is the main course they believe is coming, Sanders. And fans aren't quiet about it either. They're practically on South Beach with megaphones screaming to the heavens, out with Tua, in with Shedeur. This isn't fandom anymore, it's quarterback anarchy. Shedeur has been cast as the miracle cure for problems he hasn't even been asked to touch. Offensive line falling apart, Shedeur will fix it, defense giving up big plays. His aura will summon interceptions, special teams botching punts. Don't worry, Shedeur will punt, chase down the returner, and score the touchdown himself. In their imagination, he isn't just a quarterback. He's a one-man Marvel crossover event. And because it's Miami, of course, the obsession has to become a spectacle. Don't be shocked if the next Dolphins home game features giant Shedeur cutouts, fans serenading his name like he's already in uniform. Someone's probably designing a Sanders to South Beach billboard right now, and you can bet at least one influencer is prepping a Shedeur merch drop, glittery sunglasses, palm tree logos, the whole flashy starter pack, before he's even declared for the draft. What makes it all funnier? Miami's history with quarterbacks. This isn't their first rodeo. It's been carousel after carousel, promise after broken promise. And yet here we are again. Fans are declaring Shedeur the one, the fairy tale ending to decades of heartbreak. But that's the same story they told last time. And the time before that. And the time before that. At this point, Dolphins quarterback expectations aren't a football story anymore. They're a full-blown soap opera, complete with fiery romances, dramatic breakups, and rebound after rebound with the next perfect fit. Tua? He's just the latest ex-boyfriend being written out of the script while fans swoon over their new crush. And the way they talk, you'd think the Dolphins front office could order quarterbacks like an Uber. Tap the app, and a new QB shows up curbside in teal and orange. Draft rules, salary caps, NFL contracts? Please. None of that exists in the Miami imagination. In their fantasy, Shedeur could be suiting up next week, if only the team cared enough to make the call. Reality may be complicated, but dreams in Miami are eternal. And honestly, there's something almost poetic about it. Dolphins fans don't watch football like it's a sport anymore. They're writing fan fiction, casting Shedeur Sanders as the golden savior who rescues Miami from decades of heartbreak and delivers the happily ever after they've been chasing for years. And that's where this saga hits peak Miami madness. Because Shedeur Sanders hasn't even declared for the draft. He hasn't touched a single NFL snap. Yet the city has already built him into something larger than life. It's almost tragic comedy. Fans have convinced themselves that one rookie quarterback can undo decades of bad drafts, shaky coaching, and playoff heartbreaks that feel older than half the fan base. Tua could lead Miami to the playoffs, light up the scoreboard, and the reaction would still be cool. But when's Shedeur getting here? That's the obsession. Miami doesn't just want a quarterback, they want a messiah in cleats. Someone to carry the weight of their disappointment and turn it into glory overnight. Maybe Shedeur really is special. Maybe he's the kind of quarterback who could change everything. Or maybe he's just the latest name in Miami's never-ending quarterback soap opera. But one thing's for sure, the hype train has already left the station, and it's not stopping until Shedeur Sanders is either hoisting a Lombardi or proving that even Miami's wildest dreams still crash into reality.